How's it going, guys? Welcome to another Java video. So in this video, we're going to be covering a pretty interesting question. This question gets asked a lot, and it's usually something like, how do you find the total of all the elements inside of an array? And for some of you, this might be very easy, but for people who are starting off, this might be kind of complicated. So let's work through it and see what they want. So let's say, for example, well, arbitrary here just means random number of integers. So just to make our lives easier, the numbers 1 to 10, the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 10, inclusive of both, is 55. So if we have, say, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then our program should spit out total is equal to 55. So what exactly are we going to do? So let's write some pseudocode, which is just code written in English. And then we're going to translate that back into Java. So we're going to loop through every single item inside of our list. So we're going to have some variable called total, and we're going to set it equal to 0. And then we're going to loop through every single item for every item in list. We're going to add to the total. So we're going to add every single item, and then we print out total in the very end. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and implement this. So let's first declare our total variable is equal to 0. And then we're going to write an enhance for loop because we're going to traverse through the list of items and then just get every single value. So for integer I in, well, we didn't even declare the array. There we go. So for every integer I in array, we're gonna take the total and then we're gonna add it to, we're gonna take the value and add it to total. So we're gonna take the individual item and then add it to total, and then in the very end we're going to print out, so this should print out 55. There we go, it prints out 55. So let's say we do should print out 60. Perfect. So let's go through what exactly is happening. So we defined our array, which is int array, and we give it some random values. So if this was an interview question, they would, I'm assuming, give us some value to add up. And then we're going to define a variable called total, and then for every single integer value I in our array, we're going to take that value and add it to our total. And so it's just increasing one by one. And then we print out the total. So this was a pretty simple example. Now let's say we want to find the average of all the values in our array. How would we do that? In this case, we know the length of the array. So in this case, we can just use the .length function, and we're no longer going to use this enhance for loop. So in our case, we're going to int I is equal to 0, and then I is less than .length, and then I plus plus. And so we're going to use a counter variable, and this is going to be the value that we divide our total by. So every single time it goes through the loop, or it goes to a new item, it adds to the counter. So we're going to have int counter is equal to 0. So the first time it does this, we're going to increment count by 1, total, and then we're going to add the value to our total, which is the ith index, which is located at the ith index. So we can just get that and print it out like that. So now we're going to write total, but we're also going to print out the average of the array, which is going to be total divided by count. So let's say, for example, we have a list of 5 items. So we add to the list every single time, and we're going to increase the value by 1 every single time it goes through the loop. So it counts 10, which is added to our total, and then we increase by 1. And then as I increases and goes through the loop, it goes to the next value, and then so on and so forth. So let's just change up. It's going to take the total and then divide it by count, so however many items there are. So let's go ahead and print out this. Whoops. I used the wrong variable name. So we get the total of the array is 210, and then we get the average is 35. So that's just another cool thing that you can do with arrays. I really hope this video helped, and this was a pretty simple program, but you can do a lot more with it. So go ahead and try it yourself. Try to figure out some more cool ways to implement an array, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.